Then go back and add another page. This one is going to be the privacy policy, so title it privacy policy. And then go back and copy the generated privacy policy. Then once again, you want to go back, create another page, and this one is going to be your terms of service. And save that one as well. Once you do that, go ahead and go back to pages, and we're going to create 2 more, so add another one. This one is going to be called Contact Us. And you don't want to put anything for the content on this one. Instead, go over to template and select page.content and save that. So when you do this, Shopify will actually create a contact page where customers can go, type in their email, type in their message, and contact you. So I'll show you guys how the page actually looks in just a little bit, but just having this page makes your store appear a lot more trustworthy and legit. Your customers want to know that if they need to contact you, that they can. Now let's go ahead and go back to the pages, and we're going to add one more page here, and this one is going to be the track your order page. And what you can write is something like this: see where your package currently is using the link below, and then you can put in this link over here, which I will show you what that does. When the customers click that link, it's going to lead them to this website where they can actually enter their e-packet tracking number, hit track, and it'll actually work. It'll track their package. There's better ways to do this, but they're a lot more complex and they're actually going to cost you money. The main other way of doing this is actually downloading a Shopify app called Aftership. So if you want to do that, you can look into it, but I would recommend just going with this. It's very simple and it does the job. Now what you want to do is go over to navigation. Okay, so once you're inside the navigation section, you want to go ahead and click this main menu button. Here we can actually add the pages we just made, so hit link, go to pages, and then go ahead and start with a contact us page, add that over there, and then do the same thing for the rest of the pages. Okay, so that looks pretty good, and the last thing you want to do here is change the name of the catalog section. If you have a one product store, you can either do something like rename it to order, or you can put the name of the product. I think I'm going to go ahead and put order, and then for the link, you want to switch that to product, and then choose the product, and then apply changes. And I think we're pretty much done here. Go ahead and hit save. And now if we go back to our store here, hit customize, we can actually check out the menus. And so now here's what everything we just did actually looks like. When we go on this menu over here, you can see all of the pages we just created. Here's how the contact us page looks like. So the customer can type in their name, email, phone number, and type in a message. They'll send it, and that will actually direct to your email that you signed up with Shopify with. And then you can click around the rest of the menus. You got the privacy policy here, and there's the privacy policy we created. So this makes your store look so much more legitimate and trustworthy. And while we're on this editing section, I actually forgot to add the featured product to the homepage. So to do that, it's very easy. You hit select product and you put in the product. Select. And there you go. And honestly, your homepage isn't even that important. If you use your product page as a landing page for all of your advertisements, a lot of your customers won't ever actually even look at your homepage. But I still recommend you put some time into it, just because if you make it look professional, it's going to really boost the conversion rates on your store, and people will be much more likely to buy it if they see the homepage and it looks really nice. So that basically concludes the design portion of the homepage. I'm pretty proud of it. It looks pretty nice. I'll scroll through it here for you guys. So that's how it looks like. And if you hit full details here, it'll lead you to the product page. And now I'm going to show you guys how to remove the Powered by Shopify thing down here, and then we'll get into how you want to set up your shipping. So let's hit save for now, and then let's head back over to the main Shopify page. And so the way you remove the Powered by Shopify thing is once you're in the themes part of your store, go ahead and press edit languages. Then go to the search menu and just type in Powered by, and then go ahead and scroll down to checkout and system, and where it says Powered by Shopify, just go ahead and press the space button, save that, and that's going to do the trick. And so now when people scroll down, they're not going to see the Powered by Shopify. They're just going to see your name, which looks a lot more professional. And again, the more professional your store looks, the better the conversion rate is going to be. So let's go back to Shopify now and work on the shipping stuff. Okay, so I haven't really seen anybody on YouTube or anybody in their courses talk about the way I structure my shipping, and I think it works really well. So let's go ahead and go over that real quick. So what you want to do is go ahead and put shipping into the search section of your Shopify store. Go down to shipping settings, and then go into manage rate. So then you want to scroll down and remove all of the ones that Shopify has preloaded. So delete those. Then go ahead and click add rate. And over here for the rate name, this is where you spill the beans that the customer's product is actually going to take a little while to ship. So what I mean by that is, let's see what the shipping is looking like for our product over here. Estimated delivery 9/30. It's currently the 13th. So it's looking like our product is going to take about 16 days to ship. So for the rate name, what you can do is put domestic shipping, and then in parentheses add 12 to 16 business days. So what this will do is that once your customer is at the checkout page, they have to choose a shipping rate. So if they choose this one and then proceed with the checkout, later on they can't be like, oh, I didn't know this product was going to take so long to get to my place, because they chose the shipping, they saw what it said, so they can't really bring up an argument against that. And also you can even broaden the range a little bit just so it's not as scary. You can do like 10 to 16. And the key here is to put 10 to 16 business days, not just regular days, because if you put regular days, that's cutting it kind of close. You're not sure if the product will actually make it there in 10 to 16 regular days. But when you put business days, most customers won't even really think about the difference between regular and business days. However, this will allow you a lot more time for the product to arrive in the time that you said it would. And now for the cost, this is entirely up to you. If you want to add $1.99 to make an extra $2 from the shipping, you can do that, although it's probably going to drive your conversion rate down a little bit. If you want to increase your conversion rate, just go ahead and do free shipping. So we'll go with free shipping for this store, hit done. Now once you have the US shipping zone down, go ahead and create another shipping zone and title this one Express Shipping. And then in parentheses, put something like 16 to 50 business days. And then down here, you can go ahead and press rest of world. And you might be thinking, okay, but nobody's actually going to buy it if it says 16 to 50 business days. But if people really do buy it, this is what I do on my dropshipping stores. And I get a ton of international orders. So this isn't really going to turn off that many people. And with a range this broad, you're really going to play it safe, because when people email you and ask you why it's taking so long for your order to arrive, you can tell them that they chose the express shipping option, which was 16 to 50 business days. And also, you might want to add express worldwide shipping. 16 to, okay, that looks a lot better. And this will really ensure that you're being transparent and open with your customers, because they're actually going to have to select this option in order to proceed with the checkout. So that's going to conclude this part. Go ahead and press done. And then, actually go ahead and copy this portion right here. Click add rate, type rate name, and go ahead and press done. Okay, now we're done. So go ahead and save that. And now I'll show you guys how this actually looks like to the customer. So when your customer is checking out, they will eventually get to this page, and this is where you see the domestic shipping, 10 to 16 business days, it's free, then they would hit continue to payment. Now another thing you want to do in terms of shipping is go down to your settings menu and go ahead and hit checkout. And then you want to scroll down and select require first and last name. The reason you want to make sure you do that is because to order from AliExpress, you need to put a first and a last name. And if you don't select this, some people are just going to put their first name, go ahead and check out. And this will actually mess up the automation services I'm going to show you guys later on in the course. So just make sure you put require first and last name and then save that. Now let's get into some apps that I would recommend you guys use. So to access this page, you want to go ahead to your menu here, hit apps, and then hit visit the Shopify App Store. So the first app you want to download is called Ali Reviews. It's this one right here. Go ahead and add the app. And what this app will allow you to do is actually import some AliExpress reviews that real people have left on the product that your customers will be receiving. And you can import those reviews on your website, on your product page, and it's going to make your store look so much more legit and really drive up that conversion rate. Now this app does cost $9 per month, but I really highly recommend you guys go ahead and dish out the $9 because this thing is going to do wonders for your store. Having reviews on the bottom of your product page can be the difference between you succeeding and failing with dropshipping, so $9 per month is really a small price to pay. And by the way, I'm not associated with this app at all. They're not paying me to say this. I just think that it's genuinely a good app. And I think they also have a 7-day free trial, so you can actually check it out. If you don't like it, you can switch out to a different review app, but this is what I would recommend you guys use. Now the second app you want to download is called De-essers. So I'm going to go ahead and download this, and I'll explain what it is in just a second. This app right here, De-essers, is an absolute lifesaver. What this app will allow you to do is actually make bulk orders on AliExpress. This app is made by the actual AliExpress company. And so say you got 100 orders, what you can do is just press a couple buttons on this app, and they'll send them over to AliExpress where you can bulk order them and really quickly fulfill all of your orders. And another cool thing about this app is it's absolutely free. You can fulfill thousands of orders through this app for free because it's made by AliExpress. So this app, I mean, when I discovered it, I was blown away. This thing is huge. This app is kind of low-key. Nobody really talks about it, but I mean, it replaces the need for virtual assistants that order the products for you, since you can just do thousands of orders on your own in just like an hour or so. The other option is fulfilling your orders through an app called Oberlo, but not only will that app charge you money, but it's also basically manually doing it. You can't do bulk orders through it. I mean, with how much I'm praising De-essers, you think that I'm getting paid by them, but I just, again, truly believe that this is genuinely an amazing app, and I would recommend you guys get it. So those two apps are really the only two that you actually need. Now you can go ahead and explore the App Store and add some different apps, add some new features to your store, but I would recommend that you be very careful with adding a ton of apps to your store. The problem with adding too many apps is that it's actually going to start slowing your store down. So when people go in your store, it's going to take longer for it to load. And also when you have all these little tweaks and all these pop-ups coming out all the time from all the different apps that you use, it's going to make your store look a lot less professional and it's going to make it look a little scammy. So be very careful when you download all these apps. You definitely do not want to overdo it. Okay, so the time will probably come when you're advertising with an influencer and you want to give them a discount code that they can give their audience so they have some incentive to order from your store. So to set that up, it's very simple. All you got to do is go to the menu here and go down to discounts. The first line here is the actual discount code that you would give the influencers or whatnot. So if I was working with David Dobrik and I wanted to give his audience a 20% discount, I would do something like David20. It doesn't really matter what you put as the discount code. You want to keep it simple though. And when you scroll down to the types, you can choose what kind of discount you want to give them. For this, it's going to be 20%. So you'd scroll even further down where it says value, put in 20%. And then you can play around with some other options. You can do a minimum purchase amount for that discount code to work. You can make it one-time use. You can make it so that only specific groups of customers can use it. And then you can set up the date when it goes live and then hit save discount code. And you can also do something like fixed amount, put $20 here. And now David20 is going to give your customers $20 of their whole order instead of 20%. You can also do free shipping and then buy X, get Y. I actually really like the buy one, get one discounts, but I usually won't do buy one, get one free because that's pushing things a little too far. You probably won't be profitable if you do that. Instead, what I recommend you do is set up a buy one, get one 50% discount. Because here's the thing, if we look at our acne patches, most of the cost comes for the shipping. So if we sell the acne patches for $12 and someone uses a buy one, get one 50% coupon on it and they purchase 2, then you get an extra $6 on your order. So now the customer pays you an extra $6, but you'll only have to pay an extra $1.69 to give them that second acne patch set. And that's because if you're shipping 2 products to the same address from the same seller, they're going to put it in one package and you only have to pay the shipping price once. So that's definitely a tactic you can use to kind of upsell people, and the people who use the code are going to feel great about it because they're getting a great deal. I mean, buy one get 50% off is a pretty big deal. So definitely get creative with the discount codes, and if your profit margins are really good, they're super high, you can even try doing a buy one get one free sale, and if you're still profitable after that, that's going to drive a lot of customers to your store. Time for the last thing you need to do with your website, and that's going to be buy a domain name. To do that, just go ahead and search in domain in your search here, and you can hit domain, or if you actually want to know how to get there without search, you can go ahead and hit online store and hit domains. And once you're here, go ahead and press buy new domain. Type in what you want it to be. So ideally, I would definitely recommend you guys think of a store name that has the .com domain available for it. It's honestly a pretty big deal that you have the .com domain. It's going to make your website look so much more legitimate and trustworthy. However, if you have an absolutely amazing name and you really bout it, you really want to stick with it, the second best thing I would recommend you guys to do is go ahead and hit show next 10 and purchase the .co, which is usually going to be available. Okay, so it is for pimplepatches.co. I only went with Pimple Patches because I'm making this store specifically for this course. When I was actually selling this product, I didn't go with Pimple Patches because that .com domain is really that important. So I absolutely strongly urge you guys to think of a store name that has the .com domain available for it. But I'll go ahead and buy this .co one just for this course. Once you press buy, this window will pop up. Then you go ahead and click buy domain. So after you pay for your domain, it's sometimes going to send you a confirmation email, which you have to confirm. And then once you do, you're pretty much set. And so now when you go on your domains, you can see the domain you just bought over here under Shopify Managed Domains, but you actually want to make it your primary domain. So what you want to do is head to primary domain, hit change primary domain, and switch that over to the new domain you just bought and hit save. So it's now your primary domain and you're basically all set. One more thing I got to mention though is, as you can see here, it says SSL pending. And you never want to start advertising before that's completed, because what this will actually give you once it is this lock symbol right here. Now, if it's still pending, it's actually going to say not secure on top of your link when people go on your website. And nobody's really going to want to purchase from your website when it says not secure on top right next to your link. So usually, from my experience, this pending process takes a couple of hours. At most, I don't think it should take more than 24. Now, to launch the store and make it go live and allow customers to order from you, you're going to have to select the Shopify plan. Before you do that, you'll usually have this tab down here, or you can access this through your home. But when you hit select plan, it's going to give you a couple different options here. And I'll tell you right now, you absolutely do not need to go with a $79 one or the $299 one. Just go with a $29 basic package and hit choose this plan. I mean, I have a 7-figure Shopify store on the basic plan, so you absolutely don't need to upgrade. The $29 one is going to be completely fine. So just go ahead and hit the $29 every 30 days. And although you need to put in some payment information to actually select a plan, it's not going to charge you until your trial is over. So after paying, I would still have 13 days to cancel this trial and I wouldn't get charged the $30. So now I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and hit start plan. So after you choose a plan, you can go ahead and hit online store, hit disable password, and just go ahead and uncheck this box, hit save, and your store is officially live. So if I go in a new tab here and type in pimplepatches.co, it's going to lead us to our website. Now, it doesn't look too good because this is on desktop. It look a lot better on the phone, which I designed it for, but I mean, it's live, it works, and people can now order from it. And over here, you can actually see the not secure thing instead of the lock symbol, which I talked earlier about in the domain section of the course. But once the SSL is approved in a couple of hours, that's going to have the lock, everything's going to be secure, and we're going to be ready to sell to people.